Hi, Joe Stoll here. Welcome to Daily Strength. It's my prayer that God will use what we're going to do today in these few moments to bring strength to your journey. Our text, Genesis 3:6. If you were ever a freshman at college, you may remember how cool you felt if an upperclassman showed some interest in you. Well, T.J. Evans lived across the hall from me my freshman year. He was a self-assured upperclassman with that I've got it all together swagger in his walk. It didn't take long to realize that, well, he was a big man on our campus. So you can imagine how flattering it felt when he took an interest in the freshmen on our floor. Well, take an interest in us he did. But we were soon to find out that he had a sinister agenda up his sleeve. After curfew, he'd hang out with us and suggest brilliant pranks that we could pull off under the cover of darkness. He'd help us design a strategy, and off we'd go, only to be caught and find ourselves in a lot of trouble. But when we got caught, we always noticed that TJ was nowhere to be seen. He had sent us off and stayed in his room, taking great delight in seeing the freshmen end up in a heap of trouble. You know, in retrospect, I can't believe that we let him do that to us. Not just once, but we were dumb enough to have it happen a lot. It's the old fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me routine. And when I think about it, TJ's delight in us getting into trouble is not much different than Satan's interest in you and your life. He comes along with nifty schemes that look like a lot of fun. Things he assures us will make us feel happy, fulfilled, and finally satisfied. When someone hurts you, he's got an I don't get mad, I just get even strategy that will make you feel really good about not being taken advantage of. Instant trips into pleasure land and debt-increasing spending sprees offer quick kicks of adrenaline. If you have a need, if you have a desire, believe me, he's got a plan. But when you execute his strategy, hey, he'll be nowhere to be found. He won't be there to deliver on his promise that you will be happy and fulfilled. He won't even have the decency to help you pick up the pieces and to apologize for messing up your life. In fact, all the time he had a sinister agenda up his sleeve. He loves to see our lives complicated with shame, guilt, and regret. He's the master of ruined lives. As Peter warns us in 1 Peter 5:8, he's on the prowl, looking for someone he can devour. We should have known. When he lured Adam and Eve with an offer they found hard to refuse, he didn't stay around to make good on his promise, but slithered off, leaving them fearful, ashamed, and full of regret. And the strategy is so good that he continues to find it useful in your life and mine thousands of years later. I love what Peter Berger writes when he says, "He who sups with the devil better have a long spoon, because he who sups with the devil will find that his spoon gets shorter and shorter, until that last supper in which he is left alone at the table with no spoon at all and an empty plate. But the devil, one may guess, will have gone on to more interesting company." Well, fool us once, shame on Satan. Fool us twice, shame on us.